This is a repeat after me song.
This is a repeat after me song.
40 years on an iceberg.
40 years on an iceberg.
Bumping along in the tides.
Bumping along in the tides.
Nothing to wear but pajamas.
Nothing to wear but pajamas.
Nothing to do but slide.
Nothing to do but slide.
The air was cold and icy.
The air was cold and icy.
The wind was beginning to bite.
The wind was beginning to bite.
I think I will go out.
I think I will go out.
And high five 4 polar bears tonight. 40 years on an iceberg.
40 years on an iceberg.
Bumping along in the tides.
Bumping along in the tides.
Nothing to wear but pajamas.
Nothing to wear but pajamas.
Nothing to do but slide.
Nothing to do but slide.
The air was cold and icy.
The air was cold and icy.
The wind was beginning to bite.
The wind was beginning to bite.
I think I will go out.
I think I will go out.
And fist bump 3 polar bears tonight. 40 years on an iceberg.
40 years on an iceberg.
Bumping along in the tides.
Bumping along in the tides.
Nothing to wear but pajamas.
Nothing to wear but pajamas.
Nothing to do but slide.
Nothing to do but slide.
The air was cold and icy.
The air was cold and icy.
The wind was beginning to bite.
The wind was beginning to bite.
I think I will go out.
I think I will go out.
And foot 5, 2 polar bears tonight. 40 years on an iceberg.
40 years on an iceberg.
Bumping along in the tides.
Bumping along in the tides.
Nothing to wear but pajamas.
Nothing to wear but pajamas.
Nothing to do but slide.
Nothing to do but slide.
The air was cold and icy.
The air was cold and icy.
The wind was beginning to bite.
The wind was beginning to bite.
I think I will go out.
I think I will go out.
And hug 1 polar bear tonight. 40.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining our Girl Scout Senior Troop 11302 today. We are all here because we are bridging soon. The girls in our senior troop will be bridging to ambassador soon. And the cadets here today will be bridging into seniors. It's very exciting. So my name is Ava and my camp name is Avocado, and I'm a Girl Scout senior, and I'm very excited to bridge to an ambassador this summer, which is the highest level Girl Scout before bridging to adult. I'm here with 7 of my senior Girl Scout sisters from my troop, and we are so excited to share our stories with you. A long-standing tradition when you bridge is you do 2 things to earn your bridging rainbow. You pass it on and you look ahead. Interestingly enough, this event will satisfy different steps for the seniors and cadets. However, will satisfy the bridging rainbow requirements for both the cadets here today. You will be looking ahead as you prepare to bridge into senior Girl Scouts. This is your bridging to senior step 2. You will also have to talk to the juniors about bridging to cadets to pass it on to satisfy your bridging requirement. For us seniors, we are passing it on to you. We will also talk to ambassadors to look ahead and satisfy our other bridging requirement. Bridging rainbows are worn on the senior sash or vest above the brownie wings and other bridging awards.
Thank you, Avocado. Hello, my Girl Scout sisters. My name is Landon and my camp name is Candyland. I am so glad I could be here with you today. I'm excited to work towards our bridging requirements. Let's share one of the oldest Girl Scout traditions. Let's go ahead and recite the Girl Scout promise and law. Please join me and so we can do it together. Please raise your right hand and middle 3 fingers with me. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authorities, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout.
Thank you, Candyland. Hello, my Girl Scout sisters. My name is Naya, and my camp name is Papaya. I'm so glad I could be here with you today. I'm excited to work together towards our bridging requirements. I have the great honor of leading you through the Pledge of Allegiance. Please see the flag on the screen. Please put your right hand over your heart and join me. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That was great. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Papaya. Hello, my Girl Scout sisters. Hi, my name is Sophia and my camp name is Coconut. Today, we are going to share with you some of our most memorable Girl Scout senior experiences. But before we start, I'd like to share with you our troop history, a little peek into our past. Our troop started in 2012, 10 years ago. We started as daisies. Kindergarten and first grade girls can be daisies. This was our first field trip to our local fire station. 9 years ago, we completed our first journey and take action project. We planted a daisy garden in our town center, and that garden is still there today. 8 years ago, we celebrated our first bridging and rededication ceremony, as we had girls going into second grade, and some were still in first. Here we are 7 years ago, when we all became brownies. Our best years as a troop were always when we were all at the same level, so we could complete programs together. Here was 6 years ago, our first year as juniors, and we were feeling pretty old and big right there. 5 years ago, we bridged on a bridge in a park outside. That was really fun. You'll notice that I was holding an iPad. Our troop mate and Girl Scout sister wasn't there physically, but was able to join us via FaceTime. 4 years ago, this was our last picture before we bridged and got our tan vests. 3 years ago, we were all cadets, and as you know, the cadet level is 3 years, the only level that is not 2 years. And we really liked being the same level for 2 years together. We finally started to incorporate a candle lighting ceremony, which is now a bridging tradition, as well as getting a white rose, as that is our troop crest. You will notice that the candles and roses are on the table. In 2020, we of course had a virtual ceremony, and while it looks like we were all together here, we were not due to COVID. Last year, we again had a virtual ceremony, and we are really excited to go back to an in-person ceremony this year. And this shows the first time we got together after sheltering in place.
Thank you, Coconut. And hello again. I'm filling in for Ella. She's at dance, practicing for her lead role in an upcoming production. But Ella's camp name is Pineapple. She's great. I'm sorry, guys, don't get to meet her. But as a part of bridging to senior requirements and our peek into the past, we'll discuss our favorite senior journey, travel, money earning, favorite traditions, high awards, and much more. It's a time when a Girl Scout graduates from one program level to another. This transition to the next level of Girl Scouting is what we call bridging. It is an opportunity to progress as well as experience more adventures with your troop, learn new skills, and seek new challenges. Also, here's a few housekeeping rules. Please respect yourself and others during this session, and everyone should have a great time. So rule number 1, put your Zoom on speaker mode, and this will allow you to better see the instruction during the event. You should do that now. Rule number 2 is please change your Zoom name to your camp name or your favorite candy and your state. For example, mine is Avocado, California. Your name could also be Skittles, California. This is to protect your privacy. You can go ahead and update this now. Rule number 3, let anyone in your family know or anyone in your house when you have your Zoom video on. This is an event that will be recorded and we'll be taking pictures and screenshots as indicated in the invitation. If you don't want your picture shared, please turn off your Zoom video. Rule number 4, please listen, take notes, write down your questions for our Q&A at the end of the session. Rule 5, have a great time as you satisfy one of the requirements to earn your bridging rainbow as a senior. Once you satisfy your bridging requirements, you can start to plan your bridging ceremony. Bridging ceremonies usually take place at the beginning or end of a Girl Scout year. Our troop will be bridging at the end of our Girl Scout year in September, so that we have enough time to finish our final Take Action project for our third journey, which will allow us to earn our Senior Summer Award. The Journey Summit Award pin is also earned by girls who have completed 3 national leadership journeys. and corresponding take action projects at their grade level. The colored border around each pin corresponds to their grade level.
Thank you, Avocado. Hello, my Girl Scout sisters. My name is Ronnie and my camp name is Sunset. As a Girl Scout senior, you will be able to do even more things as a troop and individually. Specifically, seniors can open doors to the future by working towards becoming a Gold Award Girl Scouts, train to work at camp by earning her Counselor in Training, CIT, and GS NorCal camp at AGS NorCal camp. Work at a volunteer run day camp, VRC, as a program aide, be a leader for her Girl Scouts region as a senior unit delegate, take part in older Girl Scout leadership groups and professional skill programs like Teen Takeover and Lead the Way. Travel the world with Girl Scouts destinations, showcase their Girl Scouts accomplishments as they apply for college or jobs. Senior ambassadors feel and grow in her leadership beyond her troop through roles in Girl Scout communities, camps, and mentoring. Prepare for adulthood in myriad ways.
Thank you, Sunset. Hello, my Girl Scout sisters. I'm filling in for Raquel, who recently made the varsity cheer team and has mandatory practice. Her camp name is Chupacabra. We are going to send you a link to this resource so that you are confident that you are doing everything you need in order to successfully bridge to seniors. We will have time to answer questions at the end of the session, so be sure to write your questions down as we go along, and we'll be sure to answer them for you a little later. With that said, let's jump into it. What is one of my best senior memories? Keeping in mind that much of our senior experience was during COVID, I will say that we had a few really fun experiences that came to mind. First, we went to dinner during the holidays and had a white elephant gift exchange. That was super fun. Also, when we were in full lockdown mode, our troop celebrated Valentine's Day virtually. We called it Galentine's Day and we all wore red, cooked chicken fettuccine over Zoom, and ate dinner together. It was really great.
Thank you, Coconut. Hello, my Girl Scout sisters. My name is Trisha, and my camp name is Temmie. What is one of my best senior memories? I live in Rhode Island, and the rest of my troop is in California. I moved here a while back, and I decided to stay in my troop. Virtually meeting over COVID allowed us all to stay equally connected, regardless of where we were. Last summer, we all went to Savannah. I think it was extra special for me because I was so far away and didn't get to see the girls as much. We were there for 5 nights and 6 days, a great trip with over 1,000 photos filled with our wonderful memories.
Hi again. What is one of my best senior memories? For sure, Savannah was a highlight. I loved everything about the experience, from the travel there and back, the architecture, and the activities. I liked the horse-drawn carriage ride, and the steamboat ride was a highlight too. I thought it was inspirational to go there, where Julie Gordon Lowe started Girl Scouts, especially since we are now thinking about our Gold Awards. Also, I just love Georgia in general. It's legitimately one of my favorite places. I also enjoyed supporting our local Dia de los Muertos program and nonprofit. Our troop baked for their bake sale and then hosted a booth where kids could color a giant sugar skull poster, and we could donate the art to the Dia de los Muertos organization.
Thank you, Avocado. Hi again. One of my favorite senior memories is I really liked the night we went to dinner and then we had a sleepover so we could finish our Valentine's Day cards for seniors as a part of the Girl Scout at Home Service project. We all made each 200 cards. We delivered them to seniors who were lonely during their shelter at home period. I also loved camping trips we go each year. Our troop brought a giant tent that fits all of us, and it was really great to get in the outdoors with my friends.
Thank you, Candyland. Hi again. What is one of my best senior memories? Everyone mentioned a lot of my favorite memories. However, I liked it when we went shopping for our local farm workers. Each year after cookie sales, we decide who we want to help. And this year we partnered with a local charity organization who is helping farm workers by providing them with their necessities. We were given a shopping list and $100 budget, and we went to Walmart, and we had to get as many things as we could on the list in under 45 minutes, and also while not going over our budget, and that was really fun. And then after, we all went to celebrate at dinner, and I really liked that.
Thank you, Papaya. Hey again. What is one of my best senior memories? Over the past several months, our Girl Scout troop ordered, and it was finally installed, a bench dedicated to my mom. This is located in the park across from my house. My mom passed away when I was 13. A couple of weeks ago, we had a ceremony, a ribbon cutting ceremony for the new bench. We had balloons and got to release a couple in honor of my mom. That was an incredible memory. As a troop, something else I really like is that we have a lot of traditions, and we were able to keep most of them during COVID. Each year on the Chinese New Year, we get Chinese food, use chopsticks, read our fortunes, and spend time together. We did that again this year. That was really great.
Hello, guys. I just noticed that 75% of the pictures that I'm in, I'm wearing like plaid pajamas, which I think is kind of funny. So I wear them all the time. Okay. So I'm reading for Ella right now. What is one of my best senior memories? Ella says, just recently we participated in our final Girl Scout journey, Girltopia, envisioning a perfect world for girls. We went away for the weekend and had a lot of Girl Scout sister time while completing the journey. We got to use oil pastels on canvas, make friendship bracelets, do mock interviews, and write letters to a woman we respect. We also ate a ton of food and watched movies. We probably ate like 3 gallons of ice creams over a 2-day period. It was so fun. Also, as a part of the ice cream, as part of the Mission Sisterhood Journey Take Action project, we offered a Girl Scout holiday party to girls across the US. We did crafts, decorated a gingerbread cookie, played bingo, and much more. It was really great to help lift the spirits of girls during the holidays, especially while we were all sheltering in place.
Thank you, Avocado. Hi again. What was one of my best senior memories? I really like working with younger kids. Last year, we went to the farmer's market on the morning of Halloween. We brought orange painted rocks and let the kids who stopped by paint 2 rocks as jack-o'-lanterns, one to take home and one to replenish the kindness rock garden we installed a couple of Take Action projects ago when we were cadets. We were all dressed in costume, and it was pretty magical for the kids that came to our booth. Another thing that comes to mind is when we earned our Cars Care badge. We went to an auto mechanic shop, and he spent 2 hours going over all the parts of the car, maintenance needed, intervals of maintenance needed, and so much more. It was really valuable.
Okay. So, what is your favorite Girl Scout tradition and why? My favorite Girl Scout tradition is, and then I'm reading for Raquel right now. Raquel's favorite Girl Scout tradition is the closing friendship circle at the end of every get together.
One of my favorite troop traditions is taco night. No matter if we are camping or having a sleepover at the Grange or somewhere else, we always have taco night and then ice cream on Sundays.
One of my favorite Girl Scout traditions is giving back to the community to make the world a better place. We all committed to the community service bar and strive to serve a minimum of 100 hours of community service each year.
My favorite Girl Scout tradition is camping. I love our annual camping trip. It is a tradition for our troop. Last year, we went trick-or-treating, and it was really fun.
My favorite Girl Scout tradition is sitting around the campfire and making s'mores. I love the s'mores a lot, but more importantly, I love the conversations we have around the fire. It's really fun and funny.
My favorite troop tradition is helping younger Girl Scouts earn their badges and educating them about the history and traditions of Girl Scouts.
And Ella says, like Candyland, my favorite troop tradition is our annual troop camping trip. We've been to so many locations and each of them have been different and fun. I think my favorite camping experience is when we went to Halloween camping. So in addition to camping, we got to go to a pumpkin patch and go to a corn maze, paint pumpkins, and go trick-or-treating.
What is your favorite journey or take action project and why? My favorite take action project was the Kindness Rocks Garden that we installed in our city center. We painted and then decorated over 500 rocks with kind and inspirational messages on them to lift up the spirits of whoever might walk by them.
My favorite journey was Girltopia because we had the opportunity to explore and examine topics solely related to girls, how we live in our world, and how we can make it better.
My favorite journey was also Girltopia. I enjoyed the downtime with the girls even more than the journey itself. We got to play ping pong, foosball, and hang out in the hot tub. We also played several rounds of Clue. It was really fun.
I really enjoyed Girltopia also. The art and the activities were really fun, and I really enjoyed creating the Girl Power playlists that we got to listen to for the rest of the weekend.
I also loved Girltopia. I really enjoyed the art aspects of the journey and all that we were able to create.
Ella says, I really liked Mission Sisterhood as we explored to be a sister to every Girl Scout, what that means and how that affects how we interact with our Girl Scout sisters and other people in general.
What's your favorite journey or take action project and why? My favorite was when we did So What as part of our virtual journey. We were able to virtually make a bunch of different foods, all coming from the land, healthy foods, and got to share them with our families. Now we have those recipes to make anytime we want. For part of the Take Action project for So What, we hosted a cooking class for junior Girl Scouts, allowing them to earn a badge while we focused on sharing what we learned. We also made pollinator seed bombs and handed them out at the farmers market to help the pollinators in our community.
Okay. This is me reading for Raquel. What has been your favorite money earning event? My favorite money earning event was our most recent event, our virtual Cinco de Mayo celebration, where we were able to share the true history of the holiday and introduce girls from around the United States to Mexican culture.
My favorite money earning event was our in-person Harry Potter themed sleepover. We had stations, made wands, had magical creatures, had a dance party, and watched a movie. Everyone had a great time. This is the map of the event space.
My favorite money earning opportunity each year is selling Girl Scout cookies. Because we have been selling cookies for so long and we have such a long list of existing customers, selling cookies is fairly easy to us. It is important to add people that you know who want to support you to your database, and that way you know who is going to buy cookies from you. I still hand deliver all my orders so I can personally thank people for their support.
My favorite money earning event was our Wonder to Wizarding paint party. We told lots of funny wizard jokes, and the girls did such a great job painting their owls. It was so cute.
My favorite money earning event was our holiday baking event, where we all wore gingerbread onesies and baked and frosted holiday cookies with hundreds of girls from around the country all over Zoom.
My favorite Girl Scout money earning event was the Oh Snap gingerbread paint party, where the girls and we were able to paint gingerbread on canvas using acrylics while we shared lots of holiday traditions over Zoom.
My favorite money earning event was Fairy Tales and Friendship event, where I was able to host Fairy Tale Bingo. It's super fun to see the girls get so excited when they get bingo, even virtually. Also, I got dressed up as Aurora.
I'm reading for Raquel right now. What has been your favorite CSA badge or award? I'm most proud of earning my PVSA award. PVSA stands for Presidential Volunteer Service Award, and I earned this award at the gold level 2 consecutive years in a row. This requires over 100 hours of community service. While it's not a Girl Scout award, our troop captures all of the hours that we serve and applies it for this award each year.
My favorite Girl Scout award is one I haven't earned yet. It's the Girl Scout Gold Award. The Gold Award shows dedication to scouting, your community, and yourself. It's a lifelong accomplishment that I can't wait to earn it.
Once you are at the CSA level, you can earn these National Leadership Awards. Each level, I strive to earn the Girl Scout Community Service Bar, which requires 20 plus hours of volunteer work on a single project. For the senior level, I learned this bar working in the pollinator garden our troop installed as a part of our Silver Award project.
I've been very committed to earning my LIA, PA, and CIT awards. CIT stands for Counselor in Training. Any girl who is registered as a Girl Scout senior or ambassador and has completed the 10th grade is eligible to take the Counselor in Training. CIT focuses on experience and responsibilities, program goals, contemporary issues, leadership styles, child development, outdoor living skills, group dynamics, conflict resolution, and program interaction with campers. To complete the Counselor in Training course, you have to work with younger girls over the course of a camp session.
My favorite award to earn is the PVSA award. I really enjoy the volunteer work we do as a troop to serve the hours towards this award. I particularly like the at-home service projects where we get to write cards for the elderly. We recently participated and partnered with Meals on Wheels and delivered 1,000 cards on Easter weekend. That was really cool to do.
As a troop, we have been committed to serving younger Girl Scouts, and this has allowed me to earn my Service to Scouting badge at the cadet and senior level. The Service to Scouting award requires 20 plus hours of service helping younger Scouts.
I'm really proud of earning my PVSA award and will earn it again for this year and plan to work towards it as an ambassador as well. It makes me feel good to give back to the community. I know it will look good on college application as well.
This is me reading for Raquel. What is something else you want to share? One thing I want to share is our upcoming troop travel this summer. We have been working on earning money to afford to go on a 12-day road trip starting in Southern California and driving to Northern California. Along the way, we're going to visit colleges, go to theme parks like Disneyland, and enjoy lots of time together.
I'm the service unit delegate, and I am the primary communication link between our girl and adult members in our region, which is Northern California. I get to provide input to the board of directors on the direction of our council.
During COVID, we as a troop made a commitment to not only stay active, but to help other girls stay engaged during that time. We helped thousands of girls earn badges for free during this time.
I am working on my MYO badge called Making Your Own, and I'm focusing on animal husbandry, and I'm raising a lamb. A lot of people think that MYO is no longer allowed. However, they are still in the senior book. What closed down was the Girl Scout Enterprise, which creates the badges. If you want to create the steps yourself and make the badge yourself, you can too create your own program.
I love my Girl Scout experience and all that I've been exposed to and have learned. Now that we are getting older, I'm very aware that the community service hours, awards, and experiences that Girl Scouts provide will look really good on college applications and could make a big difference between me and other applicants.
We've been committed to high awards since we've been junior Girl Scouts. We earned our bronze and silver awards as well as all of our summit awards. Now we are looking toward our gold award, and all of us have already completed the prerequisites, which are the gold award training, completing a senior level journey, and a take action project. Next, we need to submit our ideas for our reveal.
Ella says, as we mentioned earlier, we went to Savannah, Georgia last summer. This summer, we are going on a 2-week road trip. Our original plan was to go to Italy and Greece, but due to COVID, we changed our directions. I'm hoping that next summer in 2023 or even 2024, we can make an international trip that we've all been dreaming of.
Something else I'd like to share is when we bridged to cadets. We got a silver key to our future when we bridged to senior. We all got matching gold necklaces as well. And we read this poem. As you look upon this gold key, know it unlocks your destiny of growing into a young woman of courage, confidence, and character. Know you will always be among young women changing the world and making it a better place.
Okay, now we are ready for questions. If you have any questions, go ahead and send them to us in the chat.
You can ask us any question about Girl Scouts, or at least our experiences with Girl Scouts. We'll answer anything.
Avocado, are you super excited for our trip this summer?
I am absolutely ecstatic for our trip this summer. We're going to Disneyland and the beach.
Okay, I got a question
Ooh.
from M. DeGraffin Reed. Okay, how was your Girl Scouting experience different as a senior than when you were a cadet? Were the traveling opportunities different than as cadets? Yes, so now when we travel, our troop leader gives us so much more freedom and we have a lot more fun. And when we were younger, we would stay like closer to home. I remember, I think we were juniors or really young cadets at the time. We went to Disneyland as a troop and we had to stay in groups of 4 with an adult. We went to Savannah, Georgia last summer and we got to hang out a lot. We got to spend time in the gym and in our rooms and at the pool. So yes, you get a lot more freedom.
Okay, I have a few questions. Okay. First of all, from Lyra Cauldron. She says, you've talked about your favorite experiences. What about your least favorite? So I'm one of those weird people that I don't really have least favorite experiences because I kind of find like humor in it. But I remember in 2nd grade, I went to my first overnight camp for more than 2 days. And basically my counselor, I mean, she was a great human, super sweet, super nice, but she wouldn't stop singing. I'm not going to say like names just in case you know her, but like if anyone Tammy knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right? She would sing opera for, I kid you not, 6 hours straight. And like right when we went to bed, she sang us to bed. She sang us when we got up. And by the end of camp, everyone was trying to rip their eardrums out. I kid you not. It was kind of funny. And also, what's your favorite? Oh, how old do you have to be to earn your gold award? You have to be 15 or what is it? 15 or in 10th grade or higher. And what's your overall favorite part of being in Girl Scouts? I mean, everyone in my troop are like my best friends. So yeah. Any other questions from anyone?
I have a few in the chat box again. So Tracy the leader says, how often do you guys meet a month? Twice a month, every other Wednesday. And then Sparkler, Rhode Island asked, so can you expand upon what you do for community service, specifically some of the awards you work towards? Yes, so I'm sure Avocado has a lot to say about this as well, but I'll start off and say that every year, all of us earn some form of the Presidential Volunteer Service Award. Some of us get gold, some of us get silver. I don't think any of us get bronze, but we might this year. I'm not 100% sure. As we get older, the qualifications change. But I'm pretty sure we're all working towards our gold award. And yeah, so for community service, we have our troop garden that we built for our silver award that we maintain constantly, and it looks so beautiful and we all love it so much. And then we do this project where we make cards for people in either nursing homes or elderly facilities, like senior living facilities, and that usually gets us a solid amount of hours because we make like 200 cards. So yeah, Avocado, do you have anything you want to say about that?
Not necessarily like, I mean, sure. We work a lot on the garden. We also write that you talked about the cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cards, I know so the best thing about the cards is that you put a return address on it. So at the end of the month or whenever, you'll get like tons of letters from elderly people who are just so thankful that you wrote them a card, and it's the cutest thing. And yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's so worth it in the end. Do you have any more questions, Coconut?
I have like 4 more.
Okay.
So Sparkler, Rhode Island asked another question. How have you had the same troop members since you were daisies? So I'm not quite 100% sure what this is asking, but I know Temmie, Candyland, Avocado, and I have all been in the troop since we were like 5 or 6. I think Sunset might have been, maybe, I don't know. And Papaya joined when we were, I think, 1st or 2nd year brownies. So, and then we all get along really well. We love each other so much. I mean, I love all these girls like their family. I'm an only child, so I didn't really have siblings growing up, but they all kind of made up for it. And then, okay, my least favorite Girl Scout event. I'm gonna be honest, some of the overnight camps are a little rough, but you know, it's fun. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. Okay, and then this is my last one from Dallas, California. What was your Girl Scout experience and how did it change you? Okay, so
good question.
I grew up really quiet. I was always super reserved and I didn't really like meeting new people. And then I realized it's really not that scary and that all these girls love me, so everyone else will, right? No, so now I'm a lot more fun, obviously, and I go out more, I hang out with my friends a lot, and I'm more, I don't even want to say assertive, but I I have more of, I'm more comfortable in social settings now, which I love very much. Okay, Avocado or Sunset, Papaya, do you have any questions?
I have a few. Okay, let me see. Number 1, are all of your trips paid by troop funds? Yes and no. So we make money through money earning events, but also, like, depending on the trip, each family will have to give a little bit because did we do that for Savannah? I think we did that for Savannah.
Yeah, they would have to pay like a budget at the beginning, and then whatever we didn't make from troop funds, that would be how they paid for it.
Totally, I remember that. And then favorite cadet favorite senior badge and least favorite. Okay, so I don't really remember badge by names, but I know that the first aid one was absolutely my favorite because I'm just into that kind of stuff. And probably my least favorite, or archery. Archery was so fun, but my least favorite was probably budgeting because I hate math with a passion. But yeah, Does anyone else have any questions?
I got 2 questions. One I'm totally having a brain fart on. So do you guys remember what we did for our silver award?
You're kidding.
Which one was it? The garden? Or no?
Yes.
Yes.
We
Okay.
spent like 100,000
Okay, just
hours
double
on that.
checking. So for that, we did a bee and hummingbird garden. So we split up into 2 teams, and we had this big plot of land and got to plant a bunch of different plants and learn how to install irrigation. And there was a fountain there, and it's still up today. And then I got the least favorite GS event, and it kind of has to do with the garden. It's not really an event, but we have to keep cleaning it up, and there's a bunch of weeds that are around it, and that takes a very long time and is kind of painful to do, but it's worth it at the end.
Okay, I've gotten even more questions. I think I have 2 or 3 more right now. So Apple Juice New Jersey asked, do you act different around your girls/friends in the troop than other friends you have because you have a different connection to them? Yes, 110%. These girls, they're like my sisters. I tell these ladies everything. I mean, I don't know if there's a single thing any of them don't know about me. And then at school and with my other friends, it's more like we goof around and have fun, but we're not super close and personal. So yeah, and then of course it's a different connection. We love each other.
Yeah.
And then
I have to add on to that just because like it's like too hard not to cover. Well, like we're at the point in our relationship as a troop, and not even as a troop, as friends, that we like tell each other to stop talking because they just don't stop. And it's like it's just so fun because we talk about anything and everything. We're just really close, and we do like fight once in a while. Like that's like normal in troops, like to a certain extent, but we always fix it and it gets better. So yeah.
I'm gonna add on to what Avocado just said about like the arguing stuff. Yeah, I mean we're basically sisters at this point. We spend weeks on end with each other. Of course we argue. I mean, if you see, it's like having a little brother. If you see someone's face for that long, you're gonna, have your moment. But that's okay. We always love each other, and we all know that. Okay, I have another question from Lyra Calderon. For everyone, we all have to answer this one. Do you find the badges engaging? Lyra, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you are really getting in there about the least favorite and disliking questions.
That is hilarious. Who wants to answer this first? Because it's not going to be me.
They can be. You have to like do it right. You can't just like do the badge. You have to like if you're gonna do a badge, you have to have a sleepover with it or make ice cream while you do it to make it like palatable. But it can be enjoyable if you do it right.
I think
Absolutely.
It's really fun. Like sometimes it's fun, but then it's like also difficult because I usually get like the art things for the badges whenever we're doing a badge. And I always find it really fun. But then when I like find difficulties, I'm like, maybe it's not as fun, but it's still fun in the end.
Okay. So yeah, like that's pretty, yeah, that's a good way to say it. It's like, I don't know if you're at this point yet in your education, but if for my classes, we have lectures for an hour and 45 minutes. And then that's just like our entire classes, lectures, notes, sometimes like worksheets. But if you're doing badges that way, I think that as a troop leader, you're that's like really hard for kids to engage because we go through school like that too. So I think that my mom is our troop leader, but she does an incredible job at breaking it up. And also she does this weird thing where she like asks us what our favorite foods are and she'll buy them. So we'll just like do a badge and have a bunch of food everywhere. It is so fun. And then Landon, I'm going to have you answer, or Candyland, I'm going to have you answer this question. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys mostly set up your own activities and requirements for your badges, and are you fairly self-led? So like, are we pretty much self-led?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like our troop leader lets us do stuff, but she obviously manages it, and it's awesome.
Cool. Does anybody have any other questions?
I have a question from Chocolate, Texas. Is it hard not being in the same state as all the other members? And it is hard, but I still get to connect with them online, and then I get to see them over the summer. And then sometimes during the school year, I'm able to come down, like work on the garden or doing other badge activities. And it's just that when I'm further away from them for a longer amount of time, I'm just able to connect with them more when I come back. And I just see them. It's so much fun.
Okay, I don't have any more questions. Papaya, Sunset, do you guys have any?
I have one more. And it says, how long does it usually take you guys to save up for the big trips? I think it kind of depends, honestly. I think sometimes we'll have a little bit of money that rolls over, and we do a lot of money earning events that gets us big amount of money. So depending on the size of the trip and what we're doing, maybe like what would you guys say, like a year, maybe a little less?
We do big trips every like 2 years. So that's how long it would take to save up. But as we've gotten older, we've done different kinds of way to money earn. So when we were younger, it was just selling cookies, whereas now we do lots of money earning events, which make more money at once for our bigger trips.
And we've had one event that we repeated doing like once a month about, and it was our outdoor badge event, I think. And we did that for a bit, and it was super easy because we were able to reuse the material, and other people would watch it, and we would still get the same amount of money from doing it multiple times. So.
Okay.
I have a really good question, real quick. Okay, so this is kind of a multifaceted question, but here it is. Oh, from Sparkler, Rhode Island. So since you guys are at the age where you can start working on your gold awards, have any of you guys started or have a good idea of how to start bigger projects? So this is a really, really big question, and I can answer it based on my own experience. Last year, I thought that I was going to do something on gluten-free awareness in school cafeterias because I couldn't eat anything at school, that whole thing. But it wasn't the right project for me, and I realize that now. So I think that even after you have an idea that you like, just give it time and talk to people and make sure it feels right. It might feel right in the moment, but give it time. If it really feels right inside and something you're passionate about, then go for it. But I think you need to give it time and find out what you're passionate about first. Okay. Yeah. I hope that answers your question.
I haven't found anything like that I'm specifically wanting to do in the Girl Scout Gold Award, but we've had all the pre-requirements. We just have to get an idea on what we're doing. I don't think anyone in our troop so far has an idea specifically what we're going to do, but we're still working towards it.
All right, I think that's all of our questions. So it's time for our time together to come to an end.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you had so much fun as we did.
Okay, we hope you have a good idea about some of the things you can do as a Girl Scout senior.
Being a Girl Scout senior was my favorite level because by this level it is so girl-led. We only do what we want to do. We voted to travel, earn money for travel, earn high awards, and spend time together. We did earn some badges too.
Be sure to start planning your bridging ceremony now that you've satisfied your bridging requirements. You can work together on deciding what you want to include. Candle ceremony, songs, recognizations, and more.
Unfortunately, we can't do a friendship circle, which is another one of my favorite traditions.
Okay, we can sing a song together right now, which is another Girl Scout tradition. Okay, we're gonna ask you right now to unmute yourselves. Oh, I just spilled water everywhere. Sorry, kind of irrelevant. We're gonna ask you to all unmute yourselves so we can sing a song together called "Make New Friends but Keep the Old." Oh, we're gonna sing it right now. Just kidding. I didn't know we don't have a song for it. Okay, on three. 1, 2, 3.
Make
new friends. But keep the old one
Silver.
The circles round.
round. It has no end. That's how I'm gonna be your friend.
That was good, guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys.
Fun.